Hi everyone and welcome to Inderes TV. Today we're going to take a short video about Incap. Here today with Analyst Antti Viljakainen. Incap in a nutshell, how would you say?
Incap is electronic manufacturing services company. So basically, if an industrial company wants to outsource production of their products or part of products, Incap does this work in their factories, which are located in India, Estonia, Slovakia, and UK. And industrial companies usually like to outsource production so that they can focus on their core activities, which could be, for example, R&D or sales and marketing and so on. So when Incap does the production work, this customer company doesn't have to tie up capital in factories, and they can also use their resources very flexibly.
So a contract manufacturer.
Yes, exactly.
And this is a fantastic growth story, and I think you said yourself that the profitability is second to none. And the company is also communicating that this is a concept that they could multiply. Do you believe in this?
Well, I was a bit skeptic a long time ago, but so far they have done a superb job, and they have been keeping this agility and flexibility even if sales has multiplied several times. So there seemed to be very good scalability in the company, which is thanks to their operating model, which is very, very decentralized. So I think that they have still some room to continue with that way, but of course it will become more and more difficult as the size of the company increases.
One big risk though, the number of customers is really small when you look at it.
Well, I wouldn't count number of customers as such, but what really deserves attention is that Incap has some quite big customers. Four biggest customers bring some plus 70% of their revenue, and there is one really big key account which brings more than 50%.
And how concerned about this are you?
Well, so far everything has gone fine, and actually this big key account has been the driver that has enabled the company to grow at that pace they have been growing last years. It seems to be a very good customer with strong competitive advantages and growth potential. But of course, it's never an optimal situation when such a big amount of revenue is concentrated on one source. So I would say that this customer concentration increases Incap's risk profile somewhat to other EMS companies in the market.
Okay. The biggest question, the valuation at the moment, and would you consider putting this one under the Christmas tree?
Definitely I would, because the long-term story is excellent, and they have been delivering superb results. So if this like rocket growth continues, the share is obviously cheap. Not so many profit growth is priced in the share, in my opinion. So I would say the share is currently quite fairly valued. If we look at the EV to EBIT multiple for the next year, Incap is trading somewhere around 11 currently, which I see quite fair given current estimates. My estimates are very cautious compared to history. Well, we have of course a recession coming, and it's always raises questions how long time this kind of profit growth and revenue growth can actually continue. So I would say that especially revenue growth will determine share price development next year, because because there is not so much room to improve in profitability side, and as valuation is fair, so it's mostly the revenue growth with which will drive share price next year. But as I said, I'm currently a bit cautious because of all risk we have on the marketplace. So my growth estimate for the next year is much lower than the growth rate the company has been able to generate in last years.
Deliver so far. A fantastic growth story so far. The future is still open. Thank you so much.